Welcome in and please enjoy this beautiful home tour. The design of this house took time to put together, piece by piece, detail by detail, and sometimes that's exactly what we must do for ourselves. Take the time to rebuild, restore, and put ourselves back together again. As you look around this space, let it serve as a reminder that your life, too, can be redesigned with patience, intention, and grace. Please subscribe because this journey isn't about homes. It's about us creating safe and beautiful spaces within ourselves. And on this path, you're not alone. We're rising and rebuilding together. So where did I have to begin to start this process of rebuilding myself, the journey that I'm needing to go on to reveal the woman inside that's been locked and loaded, ready to explode, and now we're here. So the truth is, I had to do one of the most painful things or very hard things. I'm going to try and do my best to record this video without too many tears because it's still so fresh and new. But the first thing I had to do was take my girls to school. That was the first thing I had to do to even begin this journey. So they both went separate times. I had to take the oldest one. And although this is her second year, it don't matter. The pain still feels the same way. I'm happy and sad at the same time. So arriving at the campus and unpacking her and those final hugs. And for her, she wasn't as scared as she was the first time, her freshman year. That made it better for me. That did not stop me from being emotional, but it made it better because I knew she wasn't as scared to step on that campus as she was her freshman year. So what I realized, like sometimes you just have to let go and let God. I knew I had to trust that I prepared her enough in that moment. Like I had to trust because I know she went through some situations her freshman year, but having conversations with her and her having conversations with me, I realized that she was ready. So I have to trust that God, when I had her and I asked God to give me what I need to raise them both, but I'm speaking of the oldest right now, I have to trust God that he gave me what I needed to get them to where they are today and that he will continue to be their guide because I did nothing without God when it came to raising them. And although that was hard, dropping her off, it was easier, but I still had to face the moment I had been dreading even more, and that was dropping the youngest off. And this is a different experience for me because this is my baby, the last one in the house. And I can tell you, it hit very different. And please forgive me because again, this is all new to me. This is fresh. And I want to be very transparent with you. I want to be real with you and let you guys know that it's not easy, but we can build this community together. We can support each other through it together. The drive there, the drive back home, the moment of walking out of her room and just thinking like, I'm leaving my baby here with nobody. She doesn't have any friends yet. And I've probably said this before, but she is an early graduate. So she's still a minor. And I'm leaving my minor child in this big old city by herself. And one thing about me is I've never left my kids with nobody hardly. And they spent a lot of time with me. And I don't take lightly at leaving them anywhere. When they were younger, the environment had to be right. Everything had to be right. And I've heard people say, oh, it's so unhealthy. It's an unhealthy attachment. But for me, it was me loving on them because they will never be a baby again. They will never be babies again. The time that I had with them to the time that I had to nurture them as babies, newborn, toddlers, middle, elementary kids, middle school, high school, that was my time to give them what they needed for them to get to this point in their life where they still want me and need me, but they also feel like they can do it. I didn't handicap them so much where they don't feel like they can do it. They can, because they both decided to go away to college. They didn't say, no, I don't want to be out without you. I want to try something new. So it may seem unhealthy to some people, but for me, it was me loving on them and making sure they knew that they were loved, they were cared for, and that they were protected. So mommies, don't let no one make you feel like you're giving your children too much. Yes, you do need to take time for yourself. God gives you the ability to do what you need to do for who you need to do it for. And if God blessed you with those children, you nurture them, you love them, and you guide them. Whatever God gave you and how he needs to give it to them from you. God knows what we need and as well as know what our children need. So you create that bond with your children. And it's a bond that no one ever will be able to understand. So don't let no one tell you you're doing too much. But after leaving her there, it's hard. The ride home was hard. The silent moments was hard. Like just thinking about my baby. And now it's just time for me to figure it out, right? Take the time that I need and figure it out. It's my time. It's my time to take the time to figure it out. And that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the time and I'm going to figure it out. I'm not going to let no one tell me what I'm doing is too much. So now in my moment of figuring it out, the house is empty. So I have to decide, right? What's next? How do I rebuild from here? How do I get that woman inside that is dying to be released and to be revealed and to share? So I first had to drop them off. That was the first real step in me rebuilding my process. It wasn't just about me dropping them off at college alone. It wasn't just about them going to college, but it was about me finally learning how to let go. So although I know that I had to drop them off, for me, I had to learn to let go because I know every year that I have to drop them off, it's not going to be easier. But in this, there is a learning lesson. Letting them go and letting God guide them and trusting that I have done my part is where I am. I have to trust that I've done my part. I have to trust that wherever they are, that God will forever protect them. He will forever guide them. And they are in the place that is going to allow growth for their life. So now is my time to give myself back some time, to reclaim some time. So now is the time. It's the time. How do I do it? How do I rebuild myself from here? If you're walking through this season of letting go, just stick around. We're going to walk this out together. So stay tuned.